Hey guys, you're back with another video. It's probably gonna be my first Chosen One video, but I just want to bring awareness to Chosen Ones working like a 9 to 5. It's like a glare right here. Just go without the glasses. But yeah, so Chosen Ones, you can't work a 9 to 5. It's going to be extremely difficult because you vibrate at such a high frequency. You're not going to know exactly what I'm talking about unless you go through it and you actually start paying attention and being self-aware. But I've always had problems at jobs, and I'm not going to sit here and be like I'm perfect. Like, there have been some incidents where like I've messed up, I've taken responsibility for that. But every time I go into a job, I get targeted because in this world, you're going to realize there's a lot of narcissistic people out here. There's a lot of like sociopaths. There's a lot of people who suffer bipolar disorder. There's a lot of crazy people out here, and you got to realize that it's like wolves in sheep clothing. I am a super authentic person, so I like to just go out into the world and just be me and just try to be as honest as I can. If you do that, you will get obliterated out here. I'll say it again. If you do that, these people will destroy you, and it's in subtle ways. It's in ways that if you speak up about it, you look like the crazy one. So you got to start learning how to put a mask on. Like, I know as Chosen Ones, you want to be this nice, go-lucky person. But if you just keep giving that to everybody, some people, everyone doesn't have your best interest at heart. They're going to see you and be like, I can get one over on this person. I could scapegoat this person. And being a person that you are too, you kind of stand out in a crowd. So when you go into a job, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people can attest to this. You probably go into a job, they love you, the managers are effing with you, and you're like, damn, I'm about to move up super fast. The thing about that, if you are going into a job like that and you're like overshadowing a lot of people, you start creating jealousy, you start creating envy. What you think, you probably think that the world works like you do your best and you get that in return. It doesn't really work like that. You got to learn how to play this game. And when I learned a game was being played, I got so like angry. I'm like, I'm not playing a game, this and that. But honestly, if you want to compete in life, you have to play the game. Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, the best way to win the game is to not play the game. That is true in some instances, but you still want to like be able to survive in a 9 to 5, like until you get your own thing kind of started. And I'm not saying you need to go in there, you need to manipulate people, this and that. You just need to be selective with your energy. Use discernment, know who you can trust, know like who will probably screw you over. And I'm gonna tell you, it's going to be hard. A lot of these people know how to play the role so well. I've gotten to points in my life where I thought like I figured this out, and someone still like caught me back. I'm like, whoa. But me, I don't get down about it. I'm just like, all right, learn from it. These are the tactics he's used, and now I could have my eyes open for the future. But yeah, 9 to 5s are going to be extremely difficult for you because people don't really, a large percentage of people don't know about Chosen Ones, but they can sense that something's within you. They can sense that high vibrational energy. And you got to realize we're in a spiritual warfare. My personal belief, spiritual warfare, I believe that on this earth, there's a battle between good and evil. It's like high vibrational people versus low vibrational people. And because you vibrate so high, you will make enemies. Because you're so authentic, you will make enemies. Because you're so empathetic, caring, and all those other things, you will make enemies. And you're not going to understand why. And that's why a lot of Chosen Ones, they like to like stick to themselves until they find that right crowd of people that are like-minded and can think like them. But we still live in a 3D. We still got to make money. We still got to survive. So when you put yourself into a 9 to 5 to try to pay your bills, you're dropping yourself in a middle of a group of people where you don't know if they're good, they're bad, all these different things, and you already stand out, which makes you a target. Like, even sometimes I've seen it too, like these people might not even be bad, but because you operate in a way that's different from the norm, they're automatically gonna assume that you're a bad guy. You get me? So you really got to move out here, like having a mask and knowing, having discernment. Those are ways to protect yourselves. And also, because we're in a spiritual warfare, you want to make sure you're praying. You want to make sure you're fasting. You want to make sure you stay positive through it all. You get me? Because I've seen some Chosen Ones go into a 9 to 5. People get under that person's skin and they end up crashing out. And it's so bad because that person's not even in the wrong, but all this pent up anger, frustration from working in that environment just had that person just lose it, end up losing their job and like all these different things, and go to the next job, and the cycle continues itself. But this video is also to bring awareness that you're not crazy. Like, you're really not crazy. Like, a whole period of my life, I used to always think I was the issue. That if I'm going to all these different jobs and I'm getting fired or something, that I am the one in the wrong. And Chosen One community is getting a lot better now because TikTok, you can find videos on YouTube, social media is kind of promoting a little bit more. But you don't have a community of people to talk to, especially when you're first awakening and you don't know what to look for. You're just in the dark about everything. You get me? And then you start really thinking like, well, I probably am the issue because you have all this external sources saying you're the issue. But once you start becoming self-aware and you start seeing that the road isn't as it seems, and that there are really bad people out there, and on top of that, people that just want to see you, they want to knock you over to get to the top. They want to belittle you and take away your power. But that's why I really want to make a community so we can talk about these experiences, because you're going to discover, like, when you first start this journey, you're going to be overwhelmed with all this knowledge that you're getting and seeing the world for what it is. Like, when I first started the journey, I was on the train of ignorance is bliss. But you're going to start realizing once you're able to see what's going on, it's going to be hard in the beginning. But then once you start practicing, you're going to know how to maneuver through things. You get me? I got fired from my last job, started this new job. They love me. I stayed to myself. I know how to kind of maneuver the game now. So if any of you guys are like having like these type of experiences 9 to 5, like, I want you guys to drop those comments below, because everyone needs to see that you're not the only one going through it. What's this channel called? You're not alone. When you're awakened and when you're chosen, it's going to feel like you're alone because we're all so spread out. It's a small percentage of people. But if you guys could find like-minded people and you could stay connected with those people and talk about these experiences, you're going to start unraveling the reality that's like around you, and start knowing to yourself that I am not crazy. This is what's going on. And it's up to us to kind of just spread this knowledge, because if some chosen ones, if it's too much for them, they end up offing themselves. If it's too much for them, they end up saying like, I don't even want to work a job. They end up going homeless. They get addicted. So that's why I am grateful for all the Chosen One videos that I've seen. And I want to just kind of like do my due diligence and kind of pay it back. And also to help myself out, because you guys are going to see videos of me, and it's going to, I do know that I do have a lot of wisdom and a lot of experiences to share to help out other people. But realize too, I am in this battle with you guys as well. There's going to be things that I am going to encounter that I probably don't know how to deal with it. Then I'll deal with it. Then I'll probably drop a video. But I never want to come across the place of like, I know everything. Like, it's a spiritual warfare. Like, something could hit me left field tomorrow. That's why I made this channel for other people to connect. But I'm also making it for myself because I want to connect with you guys as well. Because I was thinking for a very long time, I was the only one thinking like this. And I was telling myself, where is the backup? I just feel like I'm getting obliterated out here. But once I started connecting with people on TikTok, start seeing like Chosen One videos on YouTube, I'm like, okay, there's people out here on the same wavelength as me. And if I can't go to them, I'm going to bring them to me in a video. So if you guys resonated with this video, if you guys got any value out of the video, like, comment, subscribe, and drop your Chosen One stories or your experiences down in the comments below. Peace.